don't know if I could or not, but Arnold taught me how to do that. When we was doing let me see now, I don't know if I can get them going. They clam up on me every once.
But once they start going.
The question is, if you could tell teenagers of America today one thing, whether it be advice or something of support, what would it be?
I would say, act like it's raining every day and wear your rubbers.
Dolly Parton is famous for making audiences laugh effortlessly. But sometimes her funniest remarks are also the ones that leave people sitting quietly thinking about them long after the laughter fades.
The least I can do is tidy up a little bit in case you get caught or had an accident or somebody had to come. I wouldn't want to get arrested for indecent exposure.
No, it's like, and she had this beautiful peroxide hair, had it piled on her head, and red nails, high heel shoes, and I just thought she was the prettiest thing I'd ever seen. And Mama said, "Oh, she ain't nothing but trash." So I thought.
Many people have judged Dolly by her blonde hair, heavy makeup, and sparkling outfits. But the moment she starts speaking, the entire room quickly realizes they were looking at the wrong thing.
I can't believe I said that. But anyway, I would just say stick to your dreams, stick to your guns, and just have faith in yourself and just keep on. Stick with it, in other words. I didn't mean to embarrass you.
So when you had the money that you could do whatever you want, when you want, what has been your biggest splurge?
Well, first time I spent big money was on a Cadillac. I thought, just like the big hair, you can't be country if you ain't got big hair.
Yeah.
You can't be country if you don't have a Cadillac.
What color was it?
It was gold.
Gold.
Of course,
Yes,
it was gold.
okay.
Dolly may have a sweet appearance, but she is anything but easy to steer during an interview. Many hosts think they're controlling the conversation until Dolly changes its direction with a single response.
They write the craziest things about you.
Lord, I've just had everything wrote about me. They are always talking about my boobs. No, that you have a very long career ahead of you.
Thank you very much. A career, long career.
Yeah,
Thank
what's
you.
that? I think there's a melted M&M in there. What's that? And I'd be all bouncing around coming in with my makeup on. And Lily looked at me one morning. She said, and I was so perky and I was doing my thing and had my makeup on. And she looked at me and said, "Dolly, go to hell."
The most fascinating thing about Dolly is that you never know what's coming next. It might send the entire audience into laughter, or it might leave the person across from her speechless for several seconds.
Idea of glamour.
Were you always bunched up at the top?
I've always had big uns, but I've had a little help lately.
You have?
Yeah, well, it's when my husband said, "Let me see your boobs," and had to pull my skirt up, I thought I'd better get them.
I don't know if I could or not, but Arnold taught me how to do that. When we was doing let me see now, I don't know if I can get them going. They clam up on me every once.
But once they start going.
On a film set, everything is usually timed down to the second. But with Dolly, a single improvised line can be enough to make her fellow actors completely forget they're supposed to continue the scene.
I never thought I'd live to see the day I'd say this about another human being, but you are evil. Do you know that? Just evil to the core.
I love it when you get angry.
And if you touch that bone, I will jerk it out of the wall. Now, I mean it. I know you think this is all a big joke. I just knocked the shit out of myself. Violet, honey, can you... Mr. Hart, I've told you before, I'm a married woman.
And I'm a married man. That's what makes it so perfect.
Mr. Hart.
Come back here, you pain in
I
the ass.
will.
I'll tell you a story, something fun that happened about that. Because once when I took them up there, we were in the restaurant, and so we were having our meal, and this old man came over to our table. So that old man had come over and kind of scammed us. And so I said, well, that was not my grandpa, but I paid it, of course. So when we left, I walked down the street, and he was standing there at the light, to have paid your bill. I said, but you tell him you're my grandpa, and he took his walking stick.
What happened?
What do you mean, what happened? These two big lumps came up, and they never did go down. Gotcha!
Many celebrities need scandals to stay in the spotlight. Dolly is different. She simply walks into a room and turns her self-deprecating humor into something people can't take their eyes off.
Logs, that we used to get. And I wanted those walking, talking dolls so bad. But see, we always had our own babies, and we had one brother.
Altogether, there were, what, dozen?
There's 12 kids born in our family, and 6 girls and 6 boys. And we had a little brother, Randy, that was born around Christmas. And
in the house or in the hospital?
Well, 6 of us were born at home, and 6 were born in the hospital. This little boy, Randy, was born in the hospital. Mama had problems, so we were all crying because Mama wasn't home for Christmas, and Daddy hitched a ride, took us all to Knoxville to see Mama. And then our other cousins had money to buy dolls, and my cousin had a walking, talking doll, and I wanted it so bad, and Daddy felt bad because we couldn't have toys. He said, "Oh, come in here. We got something a lot better than that. We got a real doll that cries and laughs and pees for real."
What's the song you said you made up?
Well, I wrote this song because it's been real good for me ever since I started on your show. And you said one time, once I got to be real famous, I probably wouldn't come back on the show, but I always will. I'm here about as much as you are.
Microphone, and I just looked down, and I saw that I had my shoes on the wrong feet, and those points were just sticking straight out. I looked down, and that's what I saw. It was like they were going, the opposite way. And I was in the middle of the song, which I was trying to make everybody else cry with this song, and I started laughing.
Dolly has long made her larger-than-life appearance part of her personal brand. But what keeps audiences engaged isn't the hair or the wardrobe. It's the way she uses that image to control the narrative around her.
I just asked her what that you did. Well, you did, but...
You called me a horny little toad,
well, you
but
was.
aside from that...
And you are. Other than that...
Hey.
My girlfriend has a dog that drives me absolutely crazy. Every time we're together, he just goes nuts. And it's getting to the point where it's either me or this dog, but I don't know how to tell her. What do you think, Dolly?
I think she's going to have one of you neutered.
What is that about guys? You really you want to keep the same ones. You got to keep the same ones.
Well, you want to believe that you're always young. You're always grasping at youth.
I am.
Ain't you?
I am.
You horny little toad.
Oh, yeah.
Dolly's childhood was nowhere near as glamorous as the stage she performs on. She grew up in poverty, yet she talks about it with such humor that people often find themselves laughing and feeling emotional at the same time.
They're not going to take the freeway up.
Right.
It'll always be the Dolly Parton freeway.
Well, at least if you go to Gatlinburg up in East Tennessee, which is a beautiful part of the country, on vacation, you go by and you can salute me.
I will.
Go through.
I'll dim my lights as I go by.
Many entertainers avoid discussing aging. Dolly turns it into a weapon. The older she gets, the more comfortable she becomes joking about herself, and the harder it becomes for anyone else to make her uncomfortable.
Each interview that I'm going to be doing.
How many wigs you got?
I jumped under. Well, I say there's 365 days in a year, so I must have at least 365. But I usually wear wigs for all the show stuff. I do have hair, but I usually, just kind of wear it up in a little scrunchie or something, just with my casual little clothes. But when I'm performing or out in public, I like to wear the wigs because they're handy. I've got little short, stubby hands, so of course I'm going to have long nails. I'm short, so I wear high heels. And my hair don't do what I want it to, so I wear wigs. I can still have it all, even if it's fake.
You're going to be turning 75. You redefine what that means. As you reach each milestone age, I want to know what impact, if any, does the number have on you?
I don't think about my life in terms of numbers. First of all, I ain't never going to be old because I ain't got time to be old. I can't stop long enough to grow old. I'm just going to be the best I can be at whatever age I am.
More than a few reporters have thought they were about to put Dolly Parton in a difficult position. A few seconds later, they usually realize that they're the ones backed into a corner.
Iron skillet. You can cook in it, you can bake in it.
And you can use it as a weapon if your husband says he don't like your cooking. Actually, I think
Okay,
I've got it down
I take
to a
longer
science.
in hair and makeup.
I think you do,
I
only
do.
because I'm so used to doing it, is what I was going to say. Plus, I wear wigs, and that's a handicap. But it's
No,
a
I
real
think
handicap
that-
for
It's
me.
real handy. I love that. So do I.
I mean, at that time, nobody could out-sing her. But when I heard it, my heart just stopped. I just couldn't believe that my little song, my little simple song that was written straight from my heart, about a subject that we all know and relate to one way or another, whether it's someone that's died or kids going off.
Dolly rarely responds with hostility. More often, she smiles, delivers a calm answer, and lets that answer quietly take away the other person's advantage.
I guess to be a star.
Dolly, did you look like this when you were a kid?
Not quite.
I mean, you didn't have the blonde wig, but when you
No.
went into school, when you were 11, 12, 13, was it this about you?
Well, you mean the full figure?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Well, actually, I've always been pretty well blessed. As a child, I grew up fast. Other members of my family, have done the same.
Is it all you?
Well, I can't show you here on television.
I'll take your word for it.
I get asked that question. I always answer that because people are in awe of the whole thing. A lot of people say I have. A lot of people say I haven't. I always say that if I hadn't have had it on my own, I'm just the kind of person that would have had me some made if I hadn't needed.
Dolly generally avoids turning herself into a political symbol. That's why whenever she chooses to speak on an issue, audiences understand that her words are not being a way she helps others. While many people gain attention because they give to charity, Dolly often gains attention because of the charity work she's already been doing.
And so I got the idea to do this program where we gave books to children from the time they were born. Once a month they got a book in the mail, or they do still, to where they could learn to read at a very impressionable age, which they say is during that time.
She's going to see the world through the love and the generosity of people like you, Dolly, who stand in all those gaps that we have. Our family is so grateful for you.
Oh, what a sweet, wonderful story. My goodness. Is that not touching? Well, see, that's what makes it all worthwhile, to hear those stories, to think that a little child, that the Imagination Library, that we have that in Braille. You just
You
don't
never know the
know.
impact.
You do not know.
Yeah.
You do not know. But thank God
Thank
for
you.
that child and for you coming here today to share that with us. That makes me feel great. And I know my dad would be proud.
I wanted to announce that from myself personally, just from my own bank account, I'm donating $1 million today. But there's a lot to be done, and we're trying to find other ways to even raise more funds. But also with my Dollywood companies and all the people I'm involved with Dollywood and Eugene and all the partners that we have with our Stampede, and of course the Pirates Voyage, and of course the Dollywood Foundation, and we've added another $1 million to that 1 million. So we're starting out.
At the end of the day, Hollywood may create thousands of shining stars, but Dolly Parton remains one of America's boldest, most unique, and most impossible to duplicate personalities. Which of Dolly's cleverest comebacks or unexpected turns impressed you the most? Be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment below to share your thoughts with everyone.